Hello my beautiful viewers on my channel James Higgins Open World. Well, Wednesday soon comes round, doesn't it? Well, here we are. As you saw from the titles, this is James Higgins World of Strange Powers episode 4. So this particular episode is dedicated to ghosts in London, in the UK. So let's just 1 second and we'll get down to it and have the first story here on this episode of James Higgins World of Strange Powers episode 4. Stay tuned. 1 second. Right, here we go. Here's the first one. In the Tower of London. Wait till you hear this. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Sorry about this, just 1 second.
2. The Bloody Tower.
The Bloody Tower, just 1 second. Sorry about this delay. It's coming up now. Should do. Just 1 second.
1. Beecham Tower. A very haunted tower, where there have been reports of mild poltergeist phenomena and gentle gasps. In the battlements, Elizabeth's walk boasts a spectral cavalier, whilst the apparition of the Lady Jane Grey's husband, Lord Guilford Dudley, who was executed at the age of about 19, appears with tears streaming down his face.
Bloody hell. Second, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Just 1 second.
3. Council Chamber. Tower of London ghosts include the phantom shrieks of Guy Fawkes heard wailing from the room where he was prepared for execution. 4. Main entrance. During the Second World War, a guard saw a group in old-fashioned uniform approach the haunted Tower of London bearing a stretcher with a decapitated body, fading at the point where they would have met the no doubt astonished witness.
Wow! Hey! Wow! Bloody hell. Stay tuned, just 1 second. Wait till you hear this one.
5. Martin Tower. A famous incident occurred in January 1816, when the ghost of a bear appeared before a sentry, who tried to stab the animal with his bayonet only for it to pass through. The soldier collapsed and subsequently died of shock. Sir Henry Percy, 9th Earl of Northumberland, was a long-term prisoner at the Tower, under James I. Though he was released, his ghost now haunts the battlements of Martin Tower, and supposedly tries to push people down the stairs. In October 1817, Edmund Swift, the keeper of the crown jewels, had an utterly bizarre experience when what looked like ghostly liquid passed through their home in the tower, and attempted to snatch Mrs. Swift as it went by. It vanished after Swift hurled a chair at it, which went through the apparition, and didn't make contact.
Wow! Hey! Wow! Here's some more from the tales from the Tower of London. Wait till you hear these.
6. Middle Tower. In 1977, footsteps were heard coming from the roof of the tower, empty, apart from 2 decorators working. A search failed to uncover any intruders. Maybe it was Tower of London ghosts. 7. Queen's House. A grey lady makes appearances only to women, whilst during the 1970s a phantom medieval male was seen floating along the upper corridors, and blamed for footsteps heard on a staircase. A witness reported hearing plainsong during the night in 1978, and was the only one to hear it.
Wow! Hey! What's going on at Tower of London, isn't there? Hey! Here on my channel, James Higgins Open World, and this episode of James Higgins World of Strange Powers episode 4. Wow! Stay tuned, more to come. Wow! Right, here's another story now. The Victorian Lovers. Wait till you hear this one. Wait till you hear this.
1. The Victorian Lovers. 4-inch-foot tunnel beneath the Thames late at night. Many have reported seeing the ghostly apparition of a Victorian couple walking arm in arm towards them before disappearing. Some say they were young lovers who drowned crossing the river before the tunnel was finished. Now they wander the passage, happy for a safe way across.
Wow! Hey? Keep watching. James Higgins, World of Strange Powers, Episode 4. Wow! Welcome back! Here on my channel, James Higgins Open World, and this episode of James Higgins, World of Strange Powers, Episode 4. Right, here's another story from London.
Ghost stories from the London Underground to keep you up at night. Bank. A few supernatural stories are said to originate from the murky depths of Bank Station.
Wow! 1 second. Here we go. Wait till you hear this.
The Black Nun haunts the station's tunnels as she moans and wails when trains pass by her. The spirit is said to be Sarah Whitehead, a lady whose brother was sentenced to death by hanging after committing forgery at the Bank of England. She mourned her brother's loss by wearing a long black dress and veil, and waited for him outside the bank every evening in the hope that he would appear. Staying in the area until she died, her soul is said to loiter around the station forever as a result.
Wow! Hey! London Underground stories. Wow! Here on my channel, James Higgins Open World. On this episode of James Higgins World of Strange Powers, Episode 4. Wow! Keep watching. Just 1 second.
During World War II, a bomb fell into Bank Station, killing 50 people. Their cries have been believed to be heard at the station by passengers. Bank Station was also built on the burial place of a plague pit, where thousands of dead bodies were thrown during the Black Death. Could they be crying out to people traveling through the London Underground at Bank Station today?
Wow! Hey! Wow! 1 second. Here's some more from the London Underground. Wait till you hear this.
Covent Garden. Covent Garden Station is just around the corner from many West End theatres, including Theatre Royal Drury Lane and the Fortune Theatre. But it's also said to be home to the ghost of famous Victorian actor William Terrace. Appearing in many plays throughout the late 1800s, Terrace was a much-loved actor, but he was fatally stabbed on December 16, 1897 by Richard Prince, an actor who was jealous of Terrace's success. His ghostly presence is said to be felt around Covent Garden and the Adelphi Theatre wearing a frock coat, tall hat and gloves.
Wow! Can you believe it, eh? Wow! Keep watching James Higgins World of Strange Powers, Episode 4. It just gets better and better. This is a special on London ghosts. Get in there! Wow! Right, here's the next story. Keep watching. And tell your friends about James Higgins Open World and this and my series, James Higgins World of Strange Powers.
Blog home. Musicals. Plays. Loves. Down the road from Covent Garden, the ghost of a mummified Egyptian figure is rumored to haunt the walls of Holborn Station. Amun-Re is an Egyptian god who is assumed to use the abandoned tunnel through the London Underground and coax tube passengers into his lair at the Egypt Room at the British Museum. The spirit of Amun-Re is said to appear late at night, screaming out loud. Holborn is also decorated with Egyptian motifs across the wall, but will you see him? King's Cross. In 1987, a devastating fire took 31 lives at King's Cross Station. However, the memories of this tragedy still linger at the station to this day. A ghostly figure of a young woman is said to walk around the station, screaming loudly. But when people try to help her, she disappears. The infamous fire is argued to be the reason for her existence at the station's platforms, and it's unknown whether other ghosts from this night remain around the area. Farringdon. Just one stop down from King's Cross is Farringdon, home to the ghost of a nailer. In 1758, and was a 13-year-old trainee hatmaker. Her boss murdered her at work as new buildings were being constructed, later becoming Farringdon Station. Her decomposing body was taken to an open sewer in Chick Lane, near Farringdon. When traveling through the station, people claim to hear her cries on the platform as the last train of the evening leaves. Aldgate. Rather than scaring passengers, the ghost of Aldgate brings comfort to those who travel at the Zone 1 station. Over 100 years, an electrician was electrocuted by over 20,000 volts as he tripped while fixing live rails. A shock this large should have killed him, but he only ended up with a few light bruises. How, you ask? The electrician is said to survive as an elderly angelic figure comforted him and stroked his hair. This ghost is regarded as a blessing, and unexplainable footsteps can still be heard around the station. Is this the angel? Bethnal Green. During World War II, the deep tunnels at Bethnal Green Station were used as an air raid shelter for those living in the East End of London. However, 173 people died at the station on March 3, 1943, as there was a stampede of people underground due to sounds of an aircraft firing rockets. Not only was this event the deadliest civilian incident in Britain during the war, but spooky remnants of this day also stay at the station. Staff at the station have heard unidentifiable female screams, as well as children sobbing when working at night. Could this be the cries of those who died over 75 years ago?
Wow.
Liverpool Street. Since the station opened in 1874, terrifying events have happened at the station. The area is haunted by Rebecca Griffiths, a patient from the nearby Bethlehem Royal Hospital in the late 19th century. It's reported she still haunts the surrounding areas trying to find a coin that she previously dropped. If you've traveled eastbound on the Central Line from Liverpool Street at night time, you may have felt the presence of a ghost dressed in white. In 2000, CCTV cameras showed a man dressed in white overalls on the platform. However, it was 2 a.m. and nobody was at the station. When the station supervisor went to see who was down there, the figure had disappeared. Where could this mysterious man have come from?
Wow. Hey. Wow. Unbelievable, isn't it? Hey. Wow. Hey. Well, a couple more stories to go, and that's it for this episode of James Higgins' World of Strange Powers, episode 4. Well, welcome back. Well, we've got one more story on the London ghosts, and that's it for episode 4 of James Higgins' World of Strange Powers here on my channel, James Higgins Open World. Hope you've enjoyed it. And episode 5 will be out next Wednesday. So let's get to it. The last story. Well, here's the last one of episode 4. King's Cross Disappearing Woman. So let's get to it. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Here we go.
A young woman with long, brown hair walking the length of the station. She was first seen by a commuter who went to comfort the apparently distressed woman. But when he reached her, simply passed straight through her.
Wow! Hey! Wow! Unbelievable, isn't it? Hey! Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of James Higgins' World of Strange Powers, episode 4. And look out for episode 5. It's one of 15. So this is episode 4. It's a Wednesday. Keep watching next Wednesday for episode 5 of James Higgins' World of Strange Powers here on my channel, James Higgins Open World. So thank you very much for watching. See you on the next one.